Replacing knock sensor. Average price between $423 and $515. Labor. Total cost $352 and $444. And the knock sensor costs $71. Total $500 to replace your knock sensor. I recently replaced some motor mounts, and one of them didn't have this. Excuse me. Video. Center of the universe. Thank you. One of them didn't have this rubber thing on it. The passenger side has this rubber thing on it, on the outside of it, but all the ones you buy on the eBay or anywhere else don't have it. It's not, I don't know what it's for. No one said anything. When you look for something on YouTube, it's as hard to find as a taxi or fireman or a policeman or anything else, or a woman or money. Whatever one shall look for with too much effort, it shall not be it in there it is. And it's not there. I said, what's that rubber thing? And no one answered the stinking question. They babbled on about everything but maybe that rubber thing stopped one of the motor mounts from clanking on the engine and making a knocking sound and making the knock sensor go off, hence causing my weird erratic idle problem that happens after going up and down hills and taking turns or on bumpy roads ever since I replaced the motor mounts. And I checked the vacuum hoses. I took a leaf blower to it and sprayed some soap water. I checked all the vacuum hoses anyway. I replaced the throttle control. I switched each, whatever is that thing, the throttle sensor from the old throttle sensor and the throttle motor from the old one. And I did all those things to double check and triple check, but none of those things that people thought it would be was it, because I double checked each part and it's the same behavior with every single part. The plate flap on the throttle body moves freely. Those two things behaved exactly the same. I did a lot of stuff. And then it occurred to me, since whatever it is, it's going to be something unlikely after checking everything, maybe the motor mount is tapping on the frame and making the knock sensor go off, and hence ergo I googled it and I got those numbers I just read you, which average $500 for a stinking knock sensor. People talking about it, people yip yapping about it. It's under the exhaust manifold, it's gonna be hard. Blah 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 blah. Well, on this car, and that's what that price was for. That was the first thing that came up on YouTube. It was a $500 thing for this particular car. Sorry, this hood squeak has come back. I have to oil it better. I had it non-squeaking. It was right there. I have to use a better oil. WD-40 evaporates and leaves a thin honey-like film lubricant, but it's very thin. It may not make the gap in here. I'd rather use some kind of like a silicone spray. Anyway, never mind that. So what do? I look up where the fuck it is, the F it is, and where it is on top of the engine, not underneath the engine, underneath the manifold. It's on top of the engine, behind this thingamajig called an alternator. Is where the engine goes like this, and in the middle of it is bolted down. One bolt to one part, just so you can tell by looking at in the like internet what the thing looks like. It's got a round end and a square end, and I recognize the round end. It's right there on top of the engine. And it comes out right there. Wait, where's it? Oh, I have the throttle, I have the flash off on this thing. Let me get myself out of the way. Comes out right there, comes up here, comes out here to there, and I unplugged it and I used 3 zip ties, which in my count, and I didn't even get my hands dirty, which in one thing you push in and you unplug the thing, look like they're permanently attached, but they're not. You unplug them carefully and you use 3 zip ties to keep it up so the things aren't getting burnt too badly. I wrapped it with some electrical tape. A grand price of 3 zip ties and a wrap of double wrapped electrical. I folded it into a pad thing. This isn't too hot. This is the valve cover. It's 250 degrees. I don't feel like resting my hand on it forever, but it's not as hot as the engine. So in 50 seconds for 50 cents, I have done the project to see if this is the thing. The $500 job. And by the way, to replace it, if you're clever, you can get a socket wrench in there and you can tighten that bolt and weave the wire out. Actually, leave the wire out here where you push it in there, and you can get the right socket wrench on there and tighten it for free. Except you might have to clean your hands on that one with 50 cents of orange go to. Either way, it's 50 stinking cents. And that's the video. I still got like 65 videos to go. This is highly annoying. I'll take my time.